my wrestling and in my doubts, in my failures, you won't walk out. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Whoa, you are the peace in my troubled sea. In the silence, you won't let go. In the questions, your truth will hold. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Whoa, you are the peace in my troubled sea. My lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you. Oh, my lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore. Safe to shore.
Alright, so if you've ever spent more than 5 minutes with me, you may have observed that I really like to be in charge of everything. For years, I used to deny that I was a control freak. I used to try to be the chill one who always goes with the flow, but in reality, not knowing exactly what's going on every moment of every day gives me major anxiety. Most of my friends call me mom because I'm always prepared. I have everything in my giant mom purse. I asked for a trunk organizer for Christmas. Y'all get the picture. During group outings, I'm always the driver, and if for some reason someone takes that away from me, I'm navigating, or I'm in the back seat, trying to drive from the back seat. And I like to make decisions for the whole group. When people are like, hey, where should we go to lunch? I'm like, I'm making decisions, totally fine. Not only do I micromanage all of my life, I micromanage my friends' lives, and I frequently think that I know way better about their lives and what they should do than they do, which is wrong. Basically, I'm telling you that I really like control. While that's a useful trait, sometimes in my real life, it's been a huge bridge that I've had to cross over in my faith life. The Bible teaches us that we're never the ones in control, and that God is the one in charge, and that we shouldn't depend on ourselves and our own plan to help us get through the big stuff or the day-to-day. And I really don't like that. I don't love that at all, because I want to think that I'm the boss and that I can handle things on my own, and that if I can handle it on my own, that I'm strong and I'm independent and I'm stable and I'm in control. And I like to think about that about myself, but God likes to prove me wrong every single time. During the school year, I would frequently bite off more than I could chew. Between school and sports and extracurricular activities, work, and some undesirable life situations with friends and my family, I was always high-strung and stressed out, and I struggled to get through it all to the best of my own abilities. My prayer to God was always, Lord, you said that you wouldn't give me more than I could handle, and you said that you would help me through, and that you would be here with me every step of the way, and I don't feel you doing that. And I was bitter toward him when I had never actually asked him to help me through. And I was stubborn, and I refused to surrender my control of the situations that I was in. And then a chapel message at my school that was given by our dean of students, who's also my softball coach, focused on Psalm 46:10, and it completely changed my perspective on control. Be still and know that I'm God. I will be exalted among the nations and exalted in the earth. And since then, it's been a reminder on my phone that goes off every night before I go to bed. The impression that I was under, that God won't give you more than you can handle, is a common misconception. God will absolutely give you more than you can handle if you're trying to handle it on your own. As soon as you let him get involved, nothing can overtake you because he covers you in his strength and his guidance. And when I realized this, my prayer became, Lord, help me give up my control to you, and help me to trust you and not lean on myself and my own understanding, and be still, drop everything, and let you take it away from me. Because he is our God, and he knows way better than we do about what to do, and we can't do it without him. I still struggle in a major way to give it all up to him. The tiniest bit of surrender really opens the door, and it helps you become increasingly receptive and responsive to his plan, and more willing to surrender in the future. There's a story in the Gospel of Mark about Jesus and his disciples. That narrows it down. Good one. Anyway, so they're on a boat, and there's a storm happening, and all the disciples are running around and freaking out because they think the ship is going to flip over, and they're all going to drown and die, and they're yelling at Jesus because he's taking a nap and not helping them not die. And that's us when we depend on ourselves and refuse to give up our control. So Jesus wakes up, and he does the miracle thing where he stops the storm, and then he turns around and he gets kind of mad at them. And he says, "Why are you so afraid? Why have you so little faith? Do you really think I was going to let us die? Do you not trust in me enough to help you through?" And the disciples weren't in control of their situation. They blamed God for not doing anything before they asked him for help. They demanded it rather than asking for it. They assumed it was going to be there before they gave that up to him. And in this story, I hear him saying, "Are you seriously mad that I'm not helping you if you're not going to ask me? Do you really think that I'm going to stand by and let my child sink under the waves if their faith in me is strong, and if they allow me to work in their life? I am the God of heaven and earth, and every burden that is heavy to you is lighter than a feather to me. And if nature bows to my name, surely your troubles are no match for my power." I want to leave y'all with a closing verse that I think sums everything up pretty nicely. Proverbs 19:21 reads, "There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord shall stand."